First and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor be unto
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rekakwadash.
double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone that charged this truth. Salutations to the hopefully elect out there pushing his word, truth, sincerity, and indeed. We are the great millstone branch here in Chicago, coming at you with some more of it. Y'all know what to do.
Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. All right, so just like in the past, ain't nothing new, man. This is the same thing we've been doing from the beginning, man. Every time it's the end of a kingdom, the prophet's been out there and let y'all know what time it is, man. Lord getting ready to come back and move some furnace around, man. And if y'all ain't ready, y'all be sure to shout out. If y'all ain't on the Psalm 91, and your ass is smoking, man. So this is the time to get right.
Man, I forgot to try. This is the book of 2 Esdras 9:1. It says, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told you before, how do we measure the signs? By the way of the prophets. It says,
Yeah, I had one of them about new.
It says, Then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time where the highest is again to visit the world which He made. Right, everything that's going on around the world, you can tell them to look at you can read articles. The Lord is visiting this earth. You know? It says, therefore, there shall be seen earth.
Tell the camera.
And upwards of the people of the world.
Shalom, Zakwan, Yabashem, Bashem, Kakadash, Bakata.
Every country we look in, there's a major problem. Whether it be with the government, whether it be with the, with the staff, whatever the case may be. There's upwards of the people everywhere that you're looking at. These different small countries, big countries, medium-sized countries. It says, verse 4, Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right, all of these things, were ordained to happen. It says, verse 5, For like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end is manifest. Right, we're in the end. The end is being made known by the apostles.
Now, what you said that, man, you people out there, and I mean the people, meaning the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, natives, and you scatter among the heathen that look like heathens. You have no more clothes for yourself. There's no more covenant for you at all. Because the whole world knows about this. Right? And this is that gospel that was going to be, preached to the four corners of the earth and then the nation come. And look at what's happened. And though they just evaded the whole shutdown of the rail lines, like the brother said earlier before the cameras were live, you still got December 13th just around the corner, right? And then you still have the lack of diesel fuel. They're not going to have diesel fuel probably around the time of December 13th. So it's a lot that's getting ready to happen. So you got food shortages and there's evictions left and right. People are losing their jobs, including my ex. All right? And people can't take care of themselves. All right? And it's only going to get worse because I just watched the financial report that said they're expecting another 175,000 Americans to lose their jobs over the next couple of weeks. So, this whole thing is starting to come down, man. Go ahead, bring it out, brother.
What you saying and what this brother just read, what I belong to read, and what the elder Malcolm was saying, is Isaiah 48:5. It says, I have even from the beginning declared it to thee. Before it came to pass, I showed it thee. Lest thou shouldest say, my idol have done them, and my graven images and my molten images have commanded them. So the Lord, and he spoke about the mouth of the prophet. He said he spoke by the mouth of the prophet since the world began. So as the elder Malcolm was saying, it ain't no more close. Y'all done. The word is out here. The word has been spread to the four corners of the earth, here, the World Wide Web, the unicorn, the one horn, the satellite technology, the internet.
I was on my delivery route, and the Edomite woman came out for me to give her her package. And she was looking at the sky, and I looked at the sky. She said, and she was just getting ready to come like, you don't even know what's going on with all these chemtrails. I said, yeah. I said, they sprinkle and spray it all the time. And she said, you know about this? I said, yeah. I see them all up. Sometimes you see to the side. I saw it like a pentagram in there. I'm like, I've seen all kinds of signs of that. And we started talking about, politics. It was like a 5-minute discussion, and she did nothing but sigh and cry. And the thing is, you can, on the surface level, you can see people saying, hey, how you doing, going shopping and shit. But on the inside mind level, these people are starting to lose it. They're not seeing the returns. Their businesses are closing. Major retailers are closing up shops. The prices are going up. People are starting to feel it. Not only so-called Negroes. The Arab guy at the liquor store, he was like, they're coming for us. And he wasn't talking about all people. He was talking about Arabs. He said they're trying to get rid of gas cars. They're trying to come get... the Esau's an all-out attack on all people, right? And everybody's starting to feel the fucking shit.
Oh, yeah. And matter of fact, I got a quick scripture.
And fuck the marriage too while you get them too, man. They got the liquor store in the hood with the highest prices of everything in that goddamn shit versus any place, man.
Hood tax.
Hood tax, that's right.
Hood tax. And you'll see high prices everywhere. You come to the hood and the price for groceries, the price for bread, the price for milk is always high. I learned that from my mom. My mom was when she could pass. She would always go to their neighborhood and get way much more, for paying for the buck. But this is Matthew 13 and 10. And it reads, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou in parables? And he answered, and he said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mystery of the kingdom of heaven, but unto them it is not given. Right? So this truth wasn't given to everybody. It was given to a very select few people, and then even among them, many are called, but few are chosen. So we're all battling. We're battling for our place. We're all battling to do it. That's why we do videos. That's why we come out here and make our bodies a living sacrifice before the elements, before the dangers, and before niggas and crazy Edomites. All right, and any of them can roll up any time with it could be an Edomite in the damn one of these high-rise buildings aiming at us with a high-power rifle as I speak. Right, you don't know what the hell is going on. But we come out here with the faith, Yahweh Shem Shah, putting our lives on the line. And one thing is, if the Lord don't come with us, for us, we all gonna die anyway.
That's right.
It's something that every man is gonna do. You're born. Matter of fact, the first breath you take is you're on your way to your last. If you really want to think about it, the circle of life is already first breath you take. Use this scream like all others do. The scriptures say. But from that point on, you on your way to your last breath.
The scripture says whoever perish being innocent. So there's been young people who die at 1 year old, 2 years old, 3 years old.
Brother, nothing but judgment. I got that breaking news app, and all day long, I saw a meme today of a Jake's head in the middle of a damn car wreck. Yep. Just his head. His whole head was out there in the street. His head, not him. His head. So, hey, I just saw a video. And it was about, I clicked on the video and listened to it, and it was a video about that judgment is here, man. Get them scriptures. But there was an 8-year-old kid, his dumbass parents. I still blame his parents, right? He just said whoever died no one. 8-year-old little Northern Kingdom. Jake, I forget his name. Handsome young brother too, man. I looked at his face, man. I was like, damn, this is so fucked up. But why his dumbass parents? They left Nicaragua and moved to Costa Rica, and they were working in some sort of agriculture that they were doing. And this boy is standing out in the river in knee-deep water in Costa Rica. Duh, nigga, really? And he got snatched by a crocodile, and the crocodile grabbed him, and he grabbed him by the head, and he flung him, and popped his head with him.
Damn.
8 years old, man. 8 fucking years old. And his parents watched it happen. His siblings watched it happen. His friends and family and all his little friends he was playing with, they all watched it happen, man. There was nothing they could do. And his parents had to watch this crocodile swallow his head and grab his body and swim off with it.
Right? Psalms 37 and 28. For Yahweh loves judgment,
and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off.
Yeah, so something that young Jake, man, I don't know what he did last time around. That was a fucked up judgment to both him and his parents, man. And then his father was mad at the police when they showed him the scene because they wouldn't shoot the crocodile. And he tried to explain to him, your son's already dead. And this is a protected species. Right? They couldn't shoot. All right?
Why are you in the river with this nigga?
But why are you in a, no, you got crocodiles, caiman alligators, and you got fucking 30-foot, 25-foot anacondas down there, man. All right? The stick is this damn tree. That's a snake. The stick is that tree can swallow you easily. Easily. He'll grab you, wrap around you, choke your ass out, and swallow you, man. I saw another video last month of them cutting a 54-year-old woman out of one. Right? She got swallowed. They caught the snake. It was too late. She was done. So at least they was able to give her family a body to bury. This one, they had nothing except for that hard memory. Bring it up.
It's the book of Amos 3:6. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in this city, and the Lord have not done it?
And the Lord did it, man. He put that spirit on that crocodile to go get that boy who was playing in the water. And they're in the water, they can smell, and they also go by sounds and vibration. And so he heard something splashing. It sounds like something, he's a hunter. They know when a deer, one of them big nasty pig looking things, I forget what you call them. Wow, but not them, no, it's a little capybara. Yeah, that's a native animal down there.
It looked like a pig.
It looked like a big ass pig and a rat.
Right.
And they usually, they fuck around in the shallow water. And them big ass snakes grab them or the crocodiles. Right?
Yeah,
So you got two major predators in South America. You got them damn anacondas. You remember the movie with J-Lo and Ice Cube? And then you got them giant anacondas. Right? And you got 20 plus foot crocodiles that can weigh up to 2 tons, man. Right? And then 2 ton, 25, 20 foot crocodile, man. What you gonna do with that except get ate?
Oh, muscle. That motherfucker.
Right?
Muscle.
You ain't gonna do nothing with that but get ate. Right?
Then they do that roll.
Yeah, they grab you and roll and break your limbs right off your body. Because they'll grab you and turn and break your arm. And then your blood hits the water and that brings the rest of it. Now you gotta feed it frenzy. Now you get grabbed by 5 or 6 of them and they all twisting and turning in different directions. Rip your shit off you, man.
Like that movie.
Hey, just nature itself lets you know that the Lord is not love. He's great and terrible. Whatever else you got.
There's a video of a snake that ate a crocodile.
Yeah.
Those anacondas are no joke. Their bodies expand. They open up their mouth. They unhinge, and they will actually open up wider than your whole circumference. And they will swallow your ass up. And over time, just slowly digest your
Yeah, I
ass.
was just gonna say, you digest as soon as
You hit all them acids and you choked out. You already dead.
Sometimes they kill themselves trying to eat too big of a thing.
The stomach, the fluids are already starting to dissolve you, man.
they break the bones, your eyeballs popping out of socket.
Yep.
This shit ain't no joke, man.
There was a woman that slept with one and she, as a pet, and she brought it to the vet, and the vet said no, it was getting ready to eat you. It
Right,
was
'cause
increasing itself.
The snake wasn't eating. She was concerned about the snake. He's not eating everything I feed it. So she brought it to the vet. She's like, how long have you known this? She's like, I've been raising it. She's like, well, this snake is not that sick. He's preparing himself to digest you.
She was sleeping with him in the bed.
That was gonna be the Lord, man.
Wow. So he was,
Yeah, I remember that.
and it goes to show you, man.
Sleeping in the bed.
Job 39:17. The woman really isn't giving knowledge, man. Stupid. Why the fuck you sleep with a snake that's as bigger than you? That's as big as you. I think just because you raise it from a baby, it's not a dog, man. Right? You know it's not a dog. It's a snake. It doesn't have feelings and emotions like that. All right? When you feed it, it responds to you and obeys your command because it's gotten used to you being food. But it's not. But it wasn't eating anymore. Why? It was making room
move.
Like this Edomite had a monkey or like a chimpanzee as a pet.
Oh my God.
The chimpanzee ended up ripping her whole friend's face off.
Dang.
Yes, see, they don't know the lion will trample the gazelle.
Oh, that's what it is.
The elephant won't trample, or the rhinoceros. Rhinoceros is vicious as hell. And so are elephants. That's the fury of the Lord. That's why he said the fury is a beast. And the Lord is going to wake up these beasts too. Just like in that of the first Avatar.
They changing their place.
That's it.
You've had a lot of mountain lions attacks in America as of late. Lots of them. Hell, I just watched a video before I got here. A damn raccoon attacked a little Edomite. Yeah, it was tearing her little ass up. And then her mama came outside and then jumped on her. It's like, oh, bitch, you want some too? And then jumped on her right. And then, you know, mom ended up, you know, pulling it away and throwing her, but it bit and scarred her all up before she got in the way. You know? I ain't never seen no shit like this, man. Raccoons usually run for you, but that's what it is, man. Even nature's tired of Esau. Esau tired of Esau.
But that's scripture, the earth mourneth and languisheth. So that means that the trees, the birds, the bees, they languish. They're crying out to the Heavenly Father of all the abominations. Remember the birds that was attacking the cell phone towers near its nest?
Yes.
And it went up and pecking it. It's like, look, this shit is getting on my goddamn nerves. Fuck this shit, man.
Yeah.
Hey, but like
Yeah, I mean, and you go on the internet, there's all sorts of videos with Edomites saying how they hate white people. Edomites are saying this shit.
Complaining of an ungodly father.
Right? Because if you're really being honest, all right, no matter what race you are, if you're really being honest and you're just looking at what's going on in the world, all right, and you're looking at who's in charge and who's policy, who's ruling, and you see what's going on in the world, it's really only one people you can't love. Right? If you being honest. Yes, he did. That's what they should have done.
And it's about
No, you can't.
You gotta go on a dark web.
Bring it up.
This is the book of Job 39-17. It says, because Yahweh had deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. It says, the woman don't have no understanding. You know, the woman don't have no logic. They don't use logic.
They use feelings. They use emotion. And that's why the Lord is not dealing with them. How are you going to go and emotionally make a decision that's not going to be vetted? The Lord says knowledge and wisdom should be the stability of your time and strength of salvation. You have to have knowledge and wisdom. That means you make the tough decision that will be against your feelings. And we go operate in our feelings.
Yeah, women not going to do that.
Oh, they're not going to do that.
They're not going to do that. Matter of fact, they'll let their feelings block their own blessings.
That's it.
All right? Just experience. They'll let their feelings block their own or their emotions or their toxic femininity.
Yep.
Because you know what, toxic femininity is really backwards. And like you said, they're taking sexual aid and a lot of these benefits away. There's also going to be a lot of homeless women come January. Come the end of this month in January. And that's across the country.
That's it.
All right?
I'm on the dating apps, and one girl told me on the dating apps that there's only just a few men on there. Now, I didn't break it down to her because I didn't want to bust the bubble. Every day is a new, and see, on certain apps they'll say new member. There's new members popping up every motherfucking damn bitches, man. And there's bitch. These bitches are lonely as hell. They ain't got no man as hell, but they still got the ideology of America. So they sit up there thinking they deserve this, and I got my place, I got my options and shit. Bitch, you don't even know you 1 in 20,000. When I'm 1 in 100, nigga. Fuck you.
This internet has really whooped their minds.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And I'll be on TikTok and I'll see like women that really ain't all that at all going live.
Yes.
And then I just click on them and you got all kind of simps.
Yes.
I'm like, damn.
Drinking that bathwater.
Yes.
In the comment for it, drinking that bathwater.
Yeah, I'm like, damn.
Come on, this bitch got 4 little spots. This bitch got 4 little kids walking around in the background. They ready to be
Yeah, and I'm talking about from the nigga woman to the spigot woman to the Edomite woman. They all doing it, man. Look, it was one yesterday, and I screenshotted it and sent it to a few brothers, man, because it was funny to me.
With the big titty.
Yeah,
I saw it.
because that was the second time I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw, you know,
Pull it up.
I saw it now, and all I saw was big ass titties. And look, hold on, man. I'm a man. I like big titties.
I called you.
So I stopped just to see what was going on. And then he said, and I'm just learning how to I still don't know how to navigate all this shit. That's her.
I know.
So I clicked on it, all right? And that wasn't the one, that was the second. All right? That same chick. So I clicked on it to see what she talking about. And I saw the chicken take comments. It's just like a chicken take. All these guys making comments. And she kind of chubby, all right? But nevertheless, the comments that they were leaving, I was like, man. And then I heard her say, she stopped and asked one. She was like, oh no, actually I'm married. And then I was like, then why the hell are you talking about body tattoos, piercings, and right? I'm like, then where the fuck is your husband at? Because the first one she was doing it at work. She was actually the first one. You see this woman at work in
He was filming.
in her tire. And her husband wanted to work with her. She was doing this shit on her computer at work. And she's sneaking and doing it. She opened up her shirt, and I'm like, this shit crazy. I clicked, but once you click on something, it'll come again. And that's how I ended up catching her again. And also, I'm like, and that's when I hit, let me click and I actually clicked it to see what it was talking about. And this time she's at home, or wherever the fuck she was, hotel room. Well, because I saw a video of another man who popped this woman up. The dude, she had her OnlyFans thing, but he thinking that his wife is at work, working. All right, somebody get that Proverbs 30 and 20 real quick. And so he's thinking that his wife, you know, because she got all these degrees, and she's an executive now. She stays late for meetings and all this shit. So, you know, he's not sweating. Oh, you gotta stay late again? Okay, baby. Then he at home cooking, playing video games, doing whatever, waiting for his woman to see. Then one of his homies hit him up and sent him a screenshot. It's like, bro, this your wife. And he's like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, I thought that was your wife. So we need to go find out what. So what she doing? She meets motherfuckers in hotel rooms doing the do. And I think what he said his name was D something, D Love or something. All right. So he shows up. So he's on his way and he's recording the whole thing. He said, "Man, I'm about to go in here and bust my wife wide open. She has no idea the coming. She has no idea it's me. I don't know what's gonna happen, how it's gonna go down." But he recording the whole thing. He walked into the hotel room. The front desk lady greets him. He's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And he said, "I'm going to room so. And she opens the door and tries to shut it. She saw him immediately. He's a big dude. And he just pushed the door. And basically he busts out. And what does she do? In the middle of him chastising her and telling her she ain't shit, she tried to turn it around. I just experienced the same shit. You know, and that's what they do, man. Get that scripture right.
This is the book of Proverbs 30 and 20. It says, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and says, I have done no wickedness.
No, baby, it's not what it looks like. No, bitch, it's exactly what it's looking like.
Well, if you weren't doing this,
You know?
what about when you?
Yeah.
When you?
When I was begging you to do this and do that, when you eat it, when you cold, was your phone working? Was your heat on? Right? Then what the fuck's the problem?
See, the Most High is about to return this back into the ancient world. Like, that's how you say he's gonna take their guns and turn it to pruning hooks and into plowshares. Well, it's not gonna be no fancy gas guzzling cars. And when the Most High put the shutdown on America, ain't gonna be no fancy YouTube, Instagram, and all that shit. Your ass, all you motherfuckers gonna go back to the field. You're going back to work. You're gonna know what it really is to understand what a man offers and what a man brings to the goddamn motherfucking table.
Hey, that's why they trying to come down on all the holistic healing and stuff. Remember all these holistic doctors all started coming up dead, going about 5-6 years ago. Because they knew what they were planning to do. But now it's a big market for holistic healers. Everyone's getting into the roots and to the herbs and buying garlic, and you eat garlic. And you know that they were actually trying to ban garlic from the grocery stores once upon a time? They were actually trying to put that because people started using because garlic and red onions will do a lot of things and cure your body with a lot of illnesses. And yeah, and the two together is like a super. You know, they'll actually kill different diseases. It's been proven that they will dissolve tumors and shit like that. That's right. All right, just by eating garlic and red onions on a regular basis, all day, every day. It actually cleanse and kill your system. It might make your breath stink a little bit, all right? But
I saw an Edomite, well, I know Matt Fisher was like it's correct woman, and she said, you know why we don't get sick every year? She said, because I put onions, she put onions all around her house. She'll chop them up, put them in jars, and put them all around the house. Onions actually absorb anything that's negative, anything that's bad chemicals, anything, it absorbs it. She said, if you ever go out to the grocery store or to a salad bar and you see onions already cut, she said, don't eat them. If it's already cut and been out in the open, it's toxic now because it's been absorbing all the shit that's from in the refrigerator. It absorbs anything that's anything that's not absorbed.
Wow, see, I just learned something. So they're really trying. That's another reason why they want to get rid of the internet. Second, I would say the second reason. The first reason because of this truth, but the second reason is because of him. Because the damage has been done because a lot of people took the joke. And they're all just waiting to croak. You ever seen a brother who got the channel who always say, somebody fished the croak? Okay, that brother kind of funny. He on YouTube, he'll read all this bad news, and then at the end of it, he'll be like, somebody about to croak. Because people get ready to start dying left and right. All right? They already falling. You know, left and right. They already, you know, the people that look. Those people are literally, what's the video that circulate, you know, about something about death and suddenly, something about that. I say it all together because the algorithm will pick it up. But yeah, if you haven't seen that, man, you need to see that, man. And so, and then what's amazing to me is that they still pushing the jump.
Stupid.
Even though all this evidence and all these people are done. There was a video that of a lieutenant colonel in the Army who was talking about how she's never seen this amount of soldiers with all, and she named off and rattled off all the problems that they have, and it's all related to Michael, that thing.
You're stupid.
All right. And so, and then I sent it to, you know, I sent it out to a bunch of people. I was about to use portions of it very carefully. In the video, they took that shit off TikTok. Because TikTok will let you go in on the issues and everything. If your video get deleted, it's because they found it, and then they all get together, you know. But you can go in on all subjects. But you got to remember, TikTok is owned by China, and China is pushing that as well. Yeah. So they'll, you know, so something that goes under the wire might be there for a while. All right. But certain things, with that one with that lieutenant colonel, when she broke down all the numbers, and how she said 40, and she said usually when something happens, 10%, but she said it was 41% of the law enforcement. So I'm like, wait a minute, 41%, you're on the verge of World War III.
Exactly.
And 41% of the United States Armed Services is all fucked up because of it.
That's right.
Are you serious? People don't understand the ramifications and how serious this thing is.
You gotta push the draft.
They gotta push it. They gotta
Now you
draft.
gotta
They have to. And then, you know, and there's somebody I know because they fucked up. All right? You know, been going to donate their blood just to make a little bit of money now. He is. All right? Guess what? If you did that, you can't even donate your blood. So what does that fucking tell you?
Now, since you say that, I watched a video of the Pallbearers Association, and they had nothing but pallbearers. And they said that everybody, the majority of people who died, they try to embalm them. They try to embalm them, but they can't embalm them because they got to pull out all these so-called CL to the O to the S, to the T to the S. All right, them sea lights. All right, and they're 3, 4, 5, 6 feet.
So 6 or 7 feet long. That's why that goes right back to the whole something simple. And they wrong and the Undertaker all said. And it's also the insurance companies, because now the insurance companies are going to try to change their policy. So if you can't get insured, you see what I mean?
Out of there. Smoke.
So this place is fucking finished. It's fucking finished.
Just take
Right, and we don't have that much longer to deal with this shit, man.
more time.
We just got a little bit, you know, a little bit more time that we got to deal with this, man. This place is done.
We out here still fishing. Still fishing.
Because there's still people to be. If it was already done, we would have been done already. The Mossad. This is the Mossad's plan. I was still coming across Jake, who say, "What are you talking about? We the Israelites." Oh, what? So you know, just because the advent of the internet, we say from time to time, especially the apostles on down, man, if you ain't heard this, man, I don't know what bubble you've been living in. But some people, some Jake, really separate themselves from this world, man. And so that's why we still out here. I guarantee you, when that last Jake is sealed, perfectly sealed, this is gonna be out of here, man. It's very soon.
Because this gospel has been perfect. And a lot of people that say they ain't heard it because they ignore it. So, right. You know, you'll have people that stop and they'll read the sign, and they'll hear something, and then, you know, a brother might use a little bit of verbal speech and then he cursed. And you're right. It's like, you know, the Lord did that on purpose. It was last week. That was the Edomite that stopped. And I was about to make a point. And before I made it, Murph said something. And he said, well, this nigga, and she was like, but you know what? It wasn't for her anyway.
It's the Lord. It's the Lord. It's the Lord filtering them out. It's the Lord. They offended at something. Hey, the scriptures go into you make a man offended by word. Now check this out, because it's not the word. It's the accountability behind it. Just like 5 hoes can go to the club, right? Or 5 wood, you know. These bitches, right? They can go to the club and they'll get their camera on and then, hey, I'm with my bitch. But when they husband or they brother or they father, or most importantly, a man of the Lord called him a bitch, he called me a bitch. Ooh, you just called it. It's the accountability behind it. We speak with authority. Yahweh Shai said what? The scripture said Yahweh Shai spoke with them as one that speaks with authority. They hear the authority behind our voice. They hear the spirit of Yahweh Shai. That's what they hear. They don't hear so-called, because they can get in their car and listen to fucking Future, man.
And they rebel.
For 3 hours.
And bitches.
All right. And they tell, hey, this nigga just called y'all a bitch every time, but there's no accountability behind that. When we speak, or when the authority figures speak.
Hey, brother, the first time I heard this song, Put It In My Mouth, it was for the Ephraimite chick.
Round and
She
round,
knows
jam
every word.
Jam it.
Put it in my mouth. But I'm just saying, so you're right, man. They full of shit. Bring up your scripture, bro. You know.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. It says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunk. And that's all the earth. That's I'm talking to you Arabs, to you goddamn Chinese, to you Japanese, to you, all you ites and stands and all you motherfuckers. All y'all drunk for Edomite doctrine, and y'all mad at the same man who you got your hand in the pot with. Stupid. It says the nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad. Hey, that's going into what the brother was talking about earlier, you know, about the heathens. You know, all of these gas stations, they really are tired of this damn devil, man. You know, I was in a gas station the other day. Long story short, the taxes was like 80 cents. I didn't want to pay it because I didn't want to break another dollar. I said, bro, don't make me pay this tax, bro. Have a good day, man. He was like, no, I got to make you pay it. I said, sir, I don't want to pay that. I can't pay that tax right now. Long story short, I said, look, man, you afflicted too. We going to get out of here. He said, how you know? And I'm like, bro, because you in the hands of the devil just like me. He agreed, bro. And that's how you know that it's the truth, man. But it says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. Is there balm in Gilead? Hell no. All you merchants and you merchant people are going to be cut down. And it's already happening. And the stock market's only being propped up. It's been crashed.
And speaking of crashing, the crash of the cryptocurrency, and now all these crypto billionaires is all dying mysteriously. Yeah, it's like over the last 2 weeks, all these crypto billionaires is all coming up dead, man.
That's a big baller.
Yeah, and look, I've been warning people for the last few years. that all that, you know, there was a couple guys I knew that was doing well with that shit. I'm telling you, man, don't trust in it. They're gonna bring it to an end. Don't think that the Federal Reserve is going to allow you to operate around and outside their system. They're gonna create their own digital system, their own digital currency. That's why it all crashed. What was it, FTX? And then that dude died, FTX dude died, and a whole bunch more that died since then. Right?
Because first of all, you go into the scriptures, gold and silver and cattle and land, that's money. Man. The Lord tell you what real money is. Right? That's tangible.
I heard a man say, if you don't hold it, you don't own it.
That's it.
Right? So if you got all that digital shit, or you got all these gold receipts and silver receipts, no, man. So you go to collect, you got a receipt, but somebody got your, hey, tell that to the people who left the gold at Fort Knox, man.
And it still ain't there. Right. And it still ain't there.
Because I'm willing to bet that all that gold that was at Fort Knox is sitting there, probably some in the Vatican, probably some in the Rothschild vaults, you know, and then the different black families of black people. He could dive in his gold.
That's where that shit at.
Backstroking in his gold.
Verse 9 says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country.
And they're already doing that. These heathens are moving. Matter of fact, every major metropolitan city is losing millions and millions of, or hundreds of thousands of citizens leaving out of there. Chicago used to have over 3 million people. It's under 2 million. It's under 3 million now. It's like 2 million point whatever the fuck it is. Because niggas, they say, okay, I gotta get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, the super wealthy in Chicago left in 2009. Right after that crash. I've been telling you that forever, man. The wealthy people here now are the low-level wealthy people. The big money left years ago.
It's more of them leave. The other day, I was at the Jewel on 95th.
Yeah.
It ain't no fucking bags. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's this Mo. He got a whole bunch of bags in his hand. He's just giving people bags. I'm like, what the fuck going on? You know, you're supposed to pay like the 7 cents.
Yeah.
So they weren't charging. Corporate America charged Jewel $400 grand for not charging people 7 cents a bag.
Damn.
So I'm like, okay, so that's gonna trickle down to Whole Foods, Trader Joe's. So now more of these corporations are gonna fucking leave. And that's gonna leave. Hey man, you're gonna have like 4 or 5 main stores you can shop at. It's gonna be like Whole Foods, Amazon. And like that's gonna be it. You know, if you
and Sam's Club, and it wasn't Sam's Club at Costco, all right? They're the same company. But what I've come to realize though is that Costco, the main people that are there are Edomites and Moors. And Sam's Club is where Jake goes, Northern and Southern people.
Mariano's just bought Jewel too.
And Costco. And I'm like, damn, what's the difference between the two? And now, you know, my woman got pristine credit. So she was able to get, so you can't even become part of Costco unless you got
membership.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. And to get certain benefits.
Oh, this is the Costco man.
But everybody just ain't go there. Right. But when I was there, I just noticed the demographics of who was actually shopping there. And I literally could probably count on my hand, all right, how many Judites I saw there, with both hands. And then maybe 2 hands, how many Northern Kingdom I saw. Everybody else I saw was Moab and Esau.
Now, funny, I work in
Go to Sam's Club, it's all budget.
Right. So now I work in Bedford Park, and right down the street on Cicero, and right down the street from my job, is Costco. And it's funny that you say that because the whole area of my Bedford Park is nothing but Polish. Matter of fact, Ariana had posted in there, Nagasaki, about the World Cup, whatever, against Issachar and Poland. That whole region, that whole area is nothing but Poland and Issachar. A lot of those Polish people are Issachar. I can believe it. They and Levites, they be working those jobs and dancing. I can say that. I can believe it, but you know what? Fuck them. That's right. Because majority of them, because I work over there. And I'll tell you right now, in marketing, I don't have my work vest on, but when they see me in a car like this, they see me and like
nigga do it in the hood. I mean, a nigga in our hood. And as soon as I come out with my work vest on, they be like, oh, hi, how you think? And shit. But the Escalates do the same shit, and the Polish motherfuckers do the same shit. To the point where I'll be like, I want to cuss their ass out, because I'm like, y'all full of shit, motherfucker. Y'all supposed to cuss me out in 1 second, but soon as you see I'm bringing your Christmas shit, you're gonna say, hi, how you doing? Motherfuck you.
That's why I fucking hate Christmas. This is the fakest fucking time of the year around, man. How come y'all have that same fucking energy all year round? Right. Hi, how you doing?
That's what it's getting ready to again. People multiplication time of the year.
Yeah.
Because a lot of motherfuckers losing their jobs, they lose the money. So it's like, bro, man, my kids, I gotta give them that. Give it up, nigga. And it's stick up time, man.
That's happening.
Covetousness. And covetousness.
Brother, that's happening.
In the greatest sense, man.
That's actually happening, man, because you had 5 teenagers that actually pulled off 5 robberies in less than an hour.
Damn.
On the northwest side. In less than an hour, man, they carjacked a couple people and robbed people. It was like 5 different robberies that they hit. All within about a 5-mile radius, man.
The Grinch is real, motherfucker.
All right.
A lot of those victims be women.
Get that.
A lot of those victims be women.
Women and old people.
Right. I was watching. I think it was. It might have been yesterday or some shit. I'm seeing like I'm downtown, and I'm seeing this lady walking. I can tell she has money. It was around Whole Foods right there on Chicago Ave.
Yeah.
She had just went Christmas shopping, and she's got bags and bags, and she's by her fucking self. And I'm like, she's a lick because the projects are right down the street, and these niggas broke, man. All right, they need things, man. They're going without. So a lot of these women are going to be targets in these days. And you know, just to bring it back, and I hate to get it, but the figure said within the next couple of years, 50% of American women of all demographics are going to be single. Single and childless, man. So y'all are just walking licks out here, man. Right. All right?
Childless for now. Because as soon as you know, these niggas in the world get a hold of you, and they're going to be very pregnant, man.
Yeah, JT time coming around, man.
Yeah.
His wife,
They're gonna be pregnant after the tag team and not know who they is.
Yeah, man.
No, a lot of them gonna get tag team against their will, man. We done told you 1,000 times over, man, that you know, you on the carousel, you done roll more cocks than standing here, all right? 2 or 3 times over, right? But the day is coming when them cocks gonna ride you, and you ain't gonna have no choice in it, man. Those days are coming, man. Don't remember January 1st right around the corner, man.
1 month away, man.
You know, and all them different weird laws that they did, you know. So it's coming. Let's bring the scripture up.
There's Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So and this is perfect. I love this Matthew 24 because it's like it's double. Iniquity is going to be abounding, but the gospel is always abounding.
That's right.
At the same damn time, so you people have no excuse.
No cloak.
All right? This is the water.
They got no comfort.
Water. That's right.
You out there, everybody been issued bulletproof vests to go to the gunfight except you. You like my vest.
I know what it said about you.
Right.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, keep going. No,
This
keep
6 and
going.
24. Yeah.
This second Ezra 6 and 24, it says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies.
Like he said, man, these people gonna be robbing their neighbors. She walking around with all her bags, smiling, Merry Christmas, and you know, and the other woman ain't got shit. You know, and so she gonna envy her. And might send one of her sons to run up. You know, Jake like that pulling up shit. Yeah, she got all them bags, you know. I'm about to slide.
Right.
And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run.
Right, so, you know, in reference to there's going to be no food, no water, no supplies. We're dangerously close to that. Like they said, you know, they managed to get around the train problem. I think it was yesterday they found, at midnight, they finally Yesterday at midnight, they finally came to the decision and stopped the rail strike. But you still got a diesel problem. The trains can't run without diesel fuel. And so we're about to run out of diesel fuel. Okay? You still got problems. Yet they sending all these billions to Ukraine. As a matter of fact, I just found out that Monday night a military plane caught fire that was on its way to the Ukraine to take American troops. So I guess it's one of them big ass. Probably was a C-130, more than likely. It's a C-130 going down the strip. Y'all know the song. All right, and it was about to take these troops over there. It's about to take these troops over there, and it caught fire. Had to do an emergency landing at O'Hare and back everything up. And if it wasn't for one of the guys that do jiu-jitsu with me, he was flying in. All right, because his grandmother passed. So he was coming back here to, to come see his family and come back, and train with us for a couple of weeks before he go back south. All right? But for him, I never would have known about that because I didn't see that shit on the news, man. But that's what it was. That plane, something happened in the plane where it actually caught fire. They had to do an emergency landing to make the repair so they could go ahead and send it to Ukraine. And that's where all your money's going. All your money's going overseas. And all these other foreign countries, their economies are crashing. And what they're saying, and what these foreign countries are saying, is they basically get their shields into plowshares. Their plowshares into, Kyle, you know what I'm trying to say. That's what's coming. All right.
That's why you got. That's why you got all those arm races. That's what that is. They always talk about in the news arm races. These countries are mass producing weaponry right now, man.
Yeah.
Because it goes back to that what the elder saying at Joel. That's why you have countries mass producing nuclear warheads right now.
Yeah.
Nuclear. They're what's that? The plutonium. They're in the labs. They're doing all these things, man. Because that thermonuclear destruction is in the scriptures, and that's what they're preparing for. The Lord moving all these kings. Yes, He is. It's a chessboard right now. We're on the chessboard too, but we on the chessboard to win. But these are the kings.
That's right.
We own the
These are
board.
the kings. The Lord's working on these minds, man. Look who just did. Who just used what was it? I think it was like 100 cruise missiles that he just dropped on Ukraine. You see? And he's gonna drop more.
Now that you said that about Cuba,
Then he's going to Poland.
but here, Iran is really good at drones, supposedly.
Yep.
They're good with their drone technology. So they just help Russia out with all these drones. And so I guess you got drones that can have nuclear capability. Right? And then in return, if you think Iran ain't packing some heat, that heat that the Israelis always worried about, if you think they not at this point, you're fooling yourself. Iran is ready. Right? So everything is getting prepared. Iran is already over there near the Valley of Jehoshaphat. It's important. Right? The whole Syria, the land of Israel is Asia Minor, because ain't no such thing as the Middle East. Israel sits in Asia. Right? Let's make it plain and simple. So when they try to say that the natives, they came from Asia, we know. Duh.
Second Ezra 6:25, it says, "Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world."
Right, so who's going to escape from that? The elect. Everybody else, man, that's their ass. That's your ass, Mr. Postman. Right?
This is Joel 3:10. Beat your plowshares into swords.
Yep.
And your pruning hooks into spears.
So when your country is completely failed, all right, and what else can you do except get your standing army ready? Get them ready, because you're going to have the insurrections within your own borders, plus you're going to have to fight. So that's what they're doing.
Let the weak say, I am strong.
Speaking of, North Korea got missiles that can reach America. All right? Which makes sense, because that's probably why what Trump was calling a Rocket Boy. That's why Rocket Boy was flying up all them rockets left and right. He's like, what the fuck you gonna do? Because all I need is one. Okay, you can have 100, but I got one, nigga. What?
Right. Make that best count.
Exactly. And I know my shit can reach you, so what? You know? He jumping around like Kevin Hart. Say something. That was the end of my threat. But he doing that shit. You know? He's bouncing around.
Hey, look, I've been following Iran with they building the missiles since 2018. They was only supposed to go to like 2%. Once they reached that 3%, they just kept, you know, like football. They ain't trying to get the Hail Mary. They just trying to gain the yards. See, so they just kept building little by little. Didn't nobody think nothing of it. And America turned down the talks about the nuclear talks, the nuclear strike.
Which the Lord put that spirit on them.
Yep.
That's all that was.
Let Iran build them missiles up, man. Because we know what it means. It's in the scriptures. So for all y'all in the world, hey, y'all, this is a surprise to y'all. We're not dismayed. We already know what it means. We know it. We stand in the know. We stay abreast. That's what's going on in the world, man.
This is the book of Isaiah 9:5 says, for every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Right, so ain't gonna be no more crossing the swords, screaming flank them. You know, guys hollering because they get their leg chopped off, they just got wood. They over there getting scalped. All right? That ain't happening, man. Right, you know, right. Esau on the battlefield trying to rape somebody that's down. Now you thinking, hey, I got a book, but they put it out. That's part of their history. You know, the Greek soldiers was known for that shit. To try to buck fuck the dude as he's dying. Who the fuck? But it ain't gonna be no confusion. Read.
Verse 6. It says, let me read it up.
Yeah.
Isaiah 9:5 says, for every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Exactly. All right, why? Because the Lord gonna have them arrows released. Arrows can go from one end of the earth to the other. They can't be talking about anything else except for, you know, ICT.
And they're like, you know, a lot of the brothers always talk about Terminator 2 with Sarah Connor being burned, but it's like in Terminator 3, you know, in the end of that movie, you see like the overhead, like the atmosphere was miserable as being cut off.
Yeah, you saw the arrows flying from one end of the earth to the other, going up into the firmament, coming right back down on a rainbow. Right? This is how you know that all the space travel bullshit with America is bullshit, because you always see the rockets go up and travel sideways. You're not gonna go out the atmosphere and travel sideways. You're only gonna go straight up. And they can't go. They can only go so far, man. They can't see all them lies all the way to the moon and to Mars and shit. All those lies have been basically debunked, because the NASA scientists and astronauts revealed by running their mouths that they can't escape LEO, right? And LEO is an acronym. You know, Esau likes his acronyms. But it's low Earth orbit, which is where the satellites and stuff are. So you got a spot where they're just outside the gravitational pull, but they can't go any further. All right?
That's where they had hotels over there.
You feel me?
All types of shit.
Yeah.
Resorts. Have your honeymoon.
We like to call them radiation bands.
Yeah.
Man, he's out with a bench gone back.
Yeah, and not only that, you know, the moon is a light bulb. Right. It's a gigantic light bulb, man. All right, that light bulb's been on since we've been out here. If you were to grab that, take the plate off that light, well, that one don't have a plate, it's just up in there. If you were to take your fingers and try to grab that thing with bare hands, you ain't gonna get too far. All right, you're not gonna land on the light, on a gigantic light. Because it clearly, somebody grabbed it. It said that the moon that the sun is a light. It said that the moon is a light by day, and the moon is a light, basically a lesser light for the night. All right, but it's still a light. It's still a hot ass light bulb. All right, and the Earth would be completely. That's why on the new moons you ain't seeing shit. All right, if you don't have the light from the stars in the sky. All right, it's gonna be extra dark on you know. and it's super bright when the moon is, halfway there on a full moon. So when you at that new moon, when it's barely anything, you can't see it. It's dark. Man. Go ahead, brother.
This is Sirach 43:7. For the moon is the sign of beasts, a light that increases in her perfection. The moon gives out light, right? And it's also
The light is hot.
Genesis 1:16. And the Most High made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night.
There it is, man. So you got two suns, basically. All right. Moon has the name Moon because it it's how you measure time for the month. But it's like the sun. It's a light for the night. All right. Because we don't have night vision. Some animals can actually see in the dark, like the owl. Right? That's why the owl is a perfect hunter. They can sit up on the tree branch at night. Right? You know, the trees think they're safe. He's just like. Right? Exactly. So the owl gonna fly down there and get his meal. Go ahead, brother.
I was gonna say, when I was deployed in Iraq, the closer you get towards, like when you're in the Middle East, the closer you get towards the Holy Land, the moon and the sun is actually brighter. So what the elder is saying is 100% on point. The moon, when I was in Iraq, the moon was so fucking bright. It was literally like a sun at night. You could be in the middle of the desert, you could throw a quarter into the fucking sand, and you could walk up. It was so bright, you could just walk up and find your quarter in the middle of the fucking sand, man. You don't need no flashlight or none of that, man. It's like everything was lit up at night just as bright as it was in the sun.
Damn.
Yeah, it is, man. So the moon is hot as hell too if you get close to it. All right? Go ahead, brother.
This is Psalm 104:19.
Take it off, bro.
This is Psalm 104:19. He appointed the moon for seasons. The sun knoweth his going down.
There it is, man. So that's also exactly how you tell the time, and how you tell the Shabbat, which is very important, right? To know when the Shabbat is. Okay, for anybody who's teaching that it's Friday to sundown or Saturday to Sunday, whatever, that's not true. So not only is the moon the light for the night, but it's also an instrument for measuring time. Okay,
There's an article.
and direction. All right, because the moon rises in the east, just like the sun. It sets in the west. The sun sets over there, and the moon raises up, and then the moon works its way south and goes into the west. Well, they used to, because now they're in the sky at the same time.
Oh, I
Right?
see.
So that's, yeah.
I see him.
Except when I was a child, man, you didn't see the sun. You didn't see the moon in the daylight. All right, we didn't see the moon until the sun went down. Time for things, so that was a sign within itself. And I first noticed that about 15 years ago. Right, but right around the time I was coming into this church, that was the first time I noticed that the sun is still up, and I can see the moon already. And vice versa. Or in the morning, the sun is raising, and I'm still looking at a full moon. I'm like, damn, that's weird, man. Now I understand why.
Right, there's a couple of articles that all say the same research. It says this alleged cooling property of moonlight supposedly proves that the moon does not reflect the sun's light, but rather has its own light.
There it is.
So he's an Esau.
It's his own heating source, man. So just like you can't land on the sun, you ain't fucking landing on the moon.
Nope.
Right.
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
Right. What you gonna do? Put on a suit, dive into a lava pit in a volcano? It ain't happening, man. And you think in a volcano hot as hell, a volcano will kill you instantly if the lava touches you. Right? If it touches your upper body, your head, your face, anything. It will fucking kill you. As a matter of fact, it might burn you alive before it even touches you. Yeah. That's how hot it is. Yeah. And you think the lava is the moon is not hotter than lava? No, right? It's like you're not getting that. A light that's been burning since creation.
Right.
You go, so you know what? Right. That's just like you cooking it. You just turned off the skillet, 2 minutes ago. And somebody come behind you and grab it, thinking it's because they left it there and it's still sitting in the same position. So they decide they just gonna move it.
Yeah, you good.
No, man, that skillet's still hot. So you got a light that's been burning since creation, but yet you gonna land on it.
The Lord ain't there because the Lord says He's putting you out that you can't pass.
That's right.
So you cannot go into the depths of the sea. You're gonna get crushed. Leviathan gonna bite your monkey ass.
Just saw a video when his Edomites saw the firmament in the sea. They was proving that there's a firmament. He saw it. There's a firmament in the sea, and he identified it and saw it. And then they tried to send like a robot through it. It was so thick they couldn't get through it. He said, "Oh shit!" He said it was almost like it was muscles. Like it's like what the fuck? And so why this dude ended up dead? It's like with all this research on it.
I seen a movie like that where they broke through an extra layer. Well, Esau, he gonna break through some shit in the movies, and then down there was like some megalodons and like leviathans and shit.
Yeah, this matter of fact, the dude, he also pointed out that there was rivers, there was other bodies of water. So he was trying to get through it, and he couldn't.
Yeah.
He couldn't, man.
Esau don't know, man.
So the Lord gave them an impossible task, man. Israel is still here.
That's
Somebody
right.
grab that. I think it's in Jeremiah.
Yeah.
If you search the heavens above and the sea below, the Lord gave them an impossible task. He said, okay, it'll be this.
It's the trick bag, though. He said he appointed your bounds.
So Esau
You can't
constantly wasting fuel, firing off rockets. And so once he failed miserably, so now he just lying.
Right.
And that's the thing. Lahab said it about a little over a month ago. Lahab said it, hey, look, every lie has an expiration date. And I'm like, damn, Lahab, that's the most, that was some Aristotle shit. That was probably the most brilliant shit you But it's true, man. Every lie does have an expiration date.
Right.
No matter how good of a lie it was, how far it got you. All right? As a matter of fact, if it got you really far, then that means the fall is going to be that much worse. Yeah. And that's what's going on with these people that's running around, these issues that's over in the Holy Land. Right? And, they keep coming with all this racist propaganda, trying to reverse it. All these videos, laughing, them being the Israelites and all that stuff. No, the evidence is overwhelming. And so I had this little Ephraimite chick, and we was having a conversation about it, and she was like, "Damn, bro, this shit is blowing me. This is blowing me." And then she said something and she got it. But most people, when it goes over their head, she said, "Oh my God, the ramifications of a pushback is going to happen when the world finds us out. Oh my God, those people that have been slaughtered, it's going to be horrible." And I just looked at it and I was like, she was like, "Oh my God." She thought, and guess what? That's how they're thinking. That's why they don't want you talking about. It ain't got to be us doing anything to them physically.
Exactly.
It's from the rest of the world. All the money, all the advantage, all the law. How Germans can't even talk about the 8th word that happened in their country. They can't even. They got evidence that this opposite of the accepted story. But you can't. There's certain countries where you can't even talk about it, or you going to jail, or you getting fined. So, like I said, every lie, it's Lahab said, I gotta get credit due. It has an expiration date. All right, it does, and it's gonna have ramifications. And there's gonna be payments to be made. When those lies surface. Go ahead, brother.
This is Psalms 19:9. A false witness shall not be punished, and he that speaketh lies shall perish.
So you done got monies from people. You done got reparations, covenants. You got money from covenants that had nothing to do with it. Right? American has spent all kind of money, and American didn't have. As a matter of fact, supposedly, the Americans are the ones that saved it. And truth be said, they don't get the Russians credit. The Russians really won World War II for everybody. right? They made the biggest sacrifice. You know, they lost a lot of soldiers fighting the Nazi war machine. Right? Because they had a war on two fronts. They couldn't stand up to the Americans. And then we all know how the Americans got involved. And we was behind the Americans getting involved, so that they can get them to a particular place for a homeland. Right? There was this whole declaration, you know, that already was written up. Well, I wasn't gonna say the word, but that was written up in World War I, and then they implemented it during World War II. Right? And the bankers was like, look, don't worry about it, we'll get the Americans involved. And there it is, because all wars are bankers' wars. They fund both sides. That's what they do, they fund.
That's how they got rich. That's how they got rich. Rothschild, Napoleon, they funded both sides of it, and then they
lied.
And then
which goes to show you that they were controlling the media, because they controlled the information.
Yep.
All right, they said the side won that actually lost.
And they had everybody put their money into it.
Yeah, and so everybody else was ready to shoot themselves because they lost everything. And then they bought up everything for pennies on the dollar. And there you go, man. And gained control over the banks and been seeking to set up a world bank ever since. And that's what this digital thing is all about. It happens in less than 2 weeks. Only about a week and a few days. Absolutely.
Because you gotta understand Esau either. Just because they set it up on December 13th, don't mean he's about to roll the whole thing out on December 13th. Esau does things by gradualism too. So what he'll do, matter of fact, when he got
that's a pilot launch.
Right, exactly. So it'll start secretly, and 90% of the people don't have no idea that it started. But little bit by little, it's going to increase. So just don't, because when we say the CBDC December 13th, don't think it's going to be like December 13th at 9 o'clock in the morning.
And you're going to hit a purge. You're going to hit a purge.
You're right. That don't mean it's going to work like that. We're just going to quantify it through the spirit, right? The Lord does things gradually. Esau does things gradually. That's how the system works, man. All right? You don't sit there and try to tell your child.
But they actually gonna move fast on this stuff.
Because
they want to make cash obsolete quick. And so this ain't gonna take long, man.
It's not gonna take super long. The infrastructure is already there.
The infrastructure is already there. It's not long. So the 13th is just the launch. All right, that's the launch of it. All right, but then right after that, hey, look, when Esau does drills, whenever they launch anything, right after it, because you got to remember about what was that thing called in 2019? Something right before the Big C thing happened, which they say they won't strike the channel over, but they do. It was called Operation something. I can't remember the name of it. No. It was an operation where they had the mock emergency situation if there was a worldwide pandemic, and that thing went live, I believe, October, or I think it was October of 2019, and so the test drive went, the operation went live, and then a little over a month later, it went real. All of a sudden, so they were looking for the control. What is it? What's the word we always use when they create the problem? And the solution, and then right.
Controlled opposite.
The order have chaos. No, but it's another word that we use. They create the problem.
Reaction solution.
Problem, reaction, solution. The water brother. So they create the problem. All right. They see the reaction, and then they come with the solution. All right. That's what they do. It's just like dropping guns and drugs off in particular neighborhoods, and then ensuring that the music that they hear is all very degrading, negative, and bloodthirsty. All right. Then taking away opportunity from them, so that they can never be your equal, and then they just sit back and watch and wait.
Then go and fight crime.
And then they ready with people like Ben Shapiro to spit out these false propaganda-related statistics on how well the blacks are shooting each other, blah blah blah. 13% of the population and 50% of the crime. That's a false narrative, and it's a false statistic. All right, because I didn't, all you got to do is go search for it. And I done had plenty of different videos where white women brought out these statistics, showing you that it was all a lie, man. The majority of violent crimes in America is still being done by white men. When Jake does crime, primarily it's against their own.
Shit, the majority of violent crime done across the world, Craig, is by Edomites.
This is true.
Violent crimes, and I'm talking about when you include the pedo shit.
Oh.
When you include all that.
Bro, did you see the
human
video?
trafficking?
Did you see the video where the
Child trafficking?
It's a video, and it's a white woman, a sweet white woman. Sweet. But I'm talking about that bitch sweet, man. And she's in the car driving, but she's parked. And she got her like 5 or 6-year-old little daughter in the back, 4-year-old daughter in the back. She said, and these Edomites going crazy about this video. She said, what do you do? What do you do when you get lost, sweetie? Find a big black man. If you ever get lost, sweetie, what are the rules to do if you get lost? Find a big black man. Find a big black man. Then it's like Sicilian. Then it's like Sicilian. Like an older Jake, he did a breakdown on why this. He said all you white people out there. He was white, but he was all you people out there talking shit. He was a Jake though. He said, I'm gonna give you the statistics of why that lady is absolutely right.
Wow. And then he broke down the statistics.
And then he was saying like,
even she said that you were more than likely to be safer.
Yes.
Not saying that you will be safer, but you'll be safer with him.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Now you ran to a ball face.
80%.
Yes, that's right.
Niggas don't be wanting to go to jail. They man, who the fuck baby? I'm talking about niggas who kill niggas every day.
I got you. Look, I call the police.
Be real honest though. For real. Jay got a different spirit, man.
Hey, majority of us live in the hood, right? I guarantee you, if an Edomites in the hood, how safer is he in the hood than a nigga in the hood?
Much safer.
But y'all know where I live right now, the expressway, right? Do you know how many in the hood? Do you know how many? There was that one white Edomite dude who used to beg over there all the time. He was over there because Jake will give him money. Jake will take care of him. Jake will look out for an Edomite and jump over a nigga to help the Edomite before he'll help a nigga.
Bring it out.
Right? And that's why they were singing, because they know the spirit of Jake. Jake is the most loveliest motherfuckers on the planet. Even though you've been hated us, killed us, beat us, robbed us, and we'll sit over there and like, okay, I'll buy you dinner. Let me help you out. You just been robbed me.
Especially if they got a Jesus.
You know that Jake that went viral in Ohio when that Edomite bitch, I guess some niggas was trying to sex traffic her. She ran out the house. He was like, dead giveaway. He said a white woman just came to me like, what? He knew something was wrong. Dead giveaway. Yeah. Like dead giveaway.
Was in that basement for like what, 6 years or something?
I don't know.
She was in that long ass time. The neighbors, other Edomites, nobody knew that was going. Like, how the fuck you don't know this dude guy? They talking about benefit over this man, put him together, all type of shit. Jake sitting in the car.
Got whole bitches in the basement.
Man,
it's
it's spreading the lotion. Ass nigga, man. This fool ass nigga. Jake said, I'm outside eating McDonald's. McDonald's actually gave this nigga some money for him. And he said, I was outside. He's like, I was a white woman running out of building street. What you expect? That shit funny as hell. But
He didn't know he had the barbecue. They thought it was cool.
yeah, they said they had a barbecue in this motherfucker.
They thought it was cool.
Yeah, they did say that. Talking about this day all in this grand crib.
It said low
All
battery.
in his yard. Go ahead, bro.
Low battery mode.
Okay.
You probably was eating human meat fucking with this
They showed you down in the road. When they was in the road and they went into that house, they seen a bunch of Edomites chained up by other Edomites, man.
Oh yeah, she was crazy.
Same thing in the book of
No, they had them in the basement,
and
they were so weak and depleted from not eating malnutrition. They ain't had the strength to fight back.
Yep.
So they couldn't even climb out of there. They were so weak. So they would just could get the one that's sickest, closest to dying, pull him out, chop him up. And that was dinner.
Yeah.
So they literally would go out. They would go out to hunting parties. All right, but they weren't going out hunting for animals.
Right.
They were going out hunting for people.
Exactly.
All right. So they would find some people, and then hey, we got you. We take care of you. And then you ain't right that down basement with all them other people. Right. So they gonna go through your backpack, your bag. Tell you you got everything good. You got weapons. They gonna ask them to
they can let you out. You get added to the food line.
That reminds me of the book of Eli, because they would come and they had the folks through the doors, before there, whatever, and they'll come in and they'll grab their ass and snatch them up and put them in the so
they would drop the trap door. Yeah.
So, hey, that crazy shit about to come down, man. Y'all don't know what the Lord is saying, that this is going to be crazy, man. The time of Jacob's trouble. And everybody's going to be part of Jacob's trouble. Not just Jacob. All right? And the Lord said that Jacob's going to be in the head, their hand's going to be at the next to their fucking enemies, man. Right. He said we're going to be a burden holding them. The time that we're living in, and this is why you silly ass nigga women, you silly ass nigga men, and you heathen, y'all don't know the times that we're about to embark upon. But Esau tell you in his motherfucking movies, man. The scriptures tell you in the scriptures. And so if you get caught out there without understanding, if our gospel be hid, it's hid to them that are lost.
And you go into the Greek for that word lost, it means
I know I'm about to die, goddammit. Perfect. It says in scriptures, I'm behind in a minute, but it says, they that be in the city, famine gonna get you. It says, they that go out in the fields, the sword gonna get you, man. You know, they that be somewhere, the pestilence gonna get you. So it really ain't gonna be no way out this judgment, man.
Right. And you, in the Book of Kings, when that in Samaria, we about to see people's ribs touching. We're about to see people, because that brother in Dallas, I forgot his name, his wife has a lot of dreams, and she has a lot of dreams of famine. People starving to death. People are still be trying to work and still in malnourished, man. This is what's coming, because when this country shuts down, it's going to become a third world country.
And what the brother just said, it's come. It's already, it's happening. Like I said, evictions and job losses are already
That's right.
high, and it's going to continue to get higher, man. It's going to continue to get higher.
Shit, I'm trying to.
I got a precept. Get this. Read this. Step back here.
Lamentations.
They go here.
Lamentations 4 and 8. Their visage is blacker than a coal.
Beat ass Jake. Go ahead.
They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaving to their bones.
So like the brother Ramaki was saying, we gonna see they fucking ribs touching. Read that over.
Yeah, you've been worried about losing a few pounds.
You know? Your ass gonna be skinny in that.
Hey, everybody gonna have a six-pack in a minute.
Zero body fat. Over here, right here.
I got you. Yeah, go ahead.
Come here. Lamentations 4 and 8.
Man, that bitch was in here. You know?
She was about to get trafficked. The spirit that she had, that's the spirit that a lot of people have. Like, y'all don't know. Like the scriptures say, when if this happens in a dry tree versus a green tree, wait till desperation sets in. When desperation, true desperation, you don't see motherfuckers on a whole nother level than what you see niggas today, man.
Your mind is gonna be eating at itself. You're gonna have all kind of weird ass thoughts. You know? Yeah. But this is Lamentations 4 and 8. Their visage is blacker than a coal. They are not known in the streets. Their skin cleaving to their bones.
Hey, can I say this too? I'm gonna say this too, because where Jake is, they gonna cut that food off quick. Where everybody, where all these other heathens are, the food gonna last a little bit. But you gonna go where Jake is, they cutting that shit off quick, and Jake's gonna feel it first. Food desert. It's already one. It's gonna be.
I'm just gonna say.
Jake gonna be shooting guns for food. Yep.
You don't have no food right now.
What's the nutritional value in flaming hot?
Jake gonna jump in cars and vans and shit, and they gonna start. And Jake gonna start going to these Edomite neighborhoods. And guess what? Esau gonna be waiting on them with their rifles. So
come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on.
Come on, buddy.
Esau do got a lot of bullets too. But guess what? Esau ain't got enough motherfucking bullets, man. That's right. So Esau gonna get it too. Jake gonna get it too. Cause guess what?
And guess what? Then Esau gonna be tackling. I keep telling you, it's gonna be Egyptian versus the Egyptian. A lot of these Edomites that are really hateful and racist and can't wait to shoot and kill niggas and spiggers. They can't wait to kill them some brown folk. again, like they four daddies did.
Right.
A lot of them, they in the trick bag because a lot of them gonna be fighting and killing each other.
Yeah, because they want these liberal Edomites too.
Yeah.
These little bitches out here fucking these dudes.
Yeah.
Fucking with rap niggas and these little bitches.
And there's a lot of Edomite women that's getting piped down by Jake and other men of color.
Right.
So Esau don't like them. He's gonna target them as well.
And anybody who agree with it, finish that. Cause they thirsty, man.
The skin cleaving to the bones is withered. It has become like a stick.
A stick? You niggas gonna look like a motherfucking real stick man. Like the elder said, you gonna lose them 6 pounds. Go ahead.
They gonna be looking like them old commercials with the Ethiopian kids.
That's the whole ass suit. They really make you want to send that fucking 10 cents a day, man. They make you want to send it.
Look at your bum way. You see, he's young.
His eyes, the biggest thing on his fucking body is his eyes.
That famine makes you slow and makes your stomach go out when there's nothing in it. All right. So and they play on those emotions and heartstrings of the people, man.
And then you saw such a thing because they would collect up all that money. That shit was being filtered right to their bank account.
Yeah, exactly.
That same little boy starved to death. It was all shit he did. Go get another one.
One of the Walmart employees said, you know how when you pay it says donate, whatever? Yeah. They said they already donated the company, so they donated however many millions. So when you donate, that money goes back to them, so they make more than what they actually donated.
This man can't do
And they
good.
get tax write-offs on it.
That's a good hustle.
Non-profit off it. You know that's the NFL?
They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
Damn, so it'd be better if you died in the assault to come get your food. All right, you died defending your house, trying to defend your daughter and your wife. It'd be better if you died there than if you lived through it. All right, and now you ain't got no food. It's like, damn, it'd be better if we all just died and doing that fight.
After you ate them, probably.
And you're gonna be fucked either way. If your house shine with you, you're fucked either way. You know what that?
I got a little bit.
Go ahead.
For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field.
So there ain't gonna be no food out here, man.
They gonna be
it ain't
wishing,
gonna be no food.
Wishing they had a strawberry.
Man.
Wishing they had
A fucking mustard packet.
Yeah. A packet of leather ketchup, man.
I wish I had a packet of that.
That happened in was that Masada? Hey man, Jake ended up eating all the leather, man. Yep. When you got besieged, nothing going in, ain't nobody coming out, man. Hey, Jake ate all the grass, Jake ate all the leaves off the trees, Jake ate the leather, and Jake started eating each other. That's why women were boiling their own children, man. They said, hey, look, I'm gonna boil my son today. We're gonna get that little nigga tomorrow. Yep. All right, and that's what's coming, man.
It's like, girl, we young, we can have some more.
Right. It's nasty. This is
hey,
and like I said.
Can I read the next verse? That's the next verse.
The hands of the pitiful woman have sodden their own children.
So the black woman is finished, man, predominantly. But all these wicked ass satanic adulterous bitches finished. But oh yeah, the black trust me, they
yes,
heard.
Yeah,
they done. All you nigga women, all of you women are through, man. If you ain't under the covering of a man or your home boss, your shine, your ass is grass. We got the key to the law.
I watched that video where that woman gave a breakdown. She was giving all the girls putting them on game. She was like, you just got one baby daddy. I got 6. So I get more money, so you can only get so much from one. Girl, you got that. And I'm like,
it was one on that one.
This is the most wicked shit. This chick, I believe this chick was evil.
Yeah, she's a big girl.
This chick was wicked as fuck.
Wicked as
because she's giving these American whores advice and incentive on how to work the system, how to catch these guys up and get their ass in the system.
My baby mom gets 5K a kid, bro.
Fucking terrible. Fucking terrible.
Probably even more now because it went up.
That's horrible.
Guess what? Baby daddy that she didn't like the least, that's the one she needed first. Right?
And that shit, it's all gonna backfire because the scripture said the vintage is fake.
And you know what? It'd be nice if the kids peep the game, knock you over the head, and they eat your ass first.
That's wicked, man.
I just went, like, Washington Post. Only a third of charitable contributions go to the poor. if you sit there and you give $100 to
That's ridiculous.
say, look, I'm gonna give $100 to help this poor man. Only 20 to 30% gonna go to that poor man, which means 30 cents on a dollar.
Right.
The other 70 cents is going to the charity.
That's right.
To go overhead.
To go be pedophiles.
I have to pay to advertise for this. Right. I gotta pay the CEO.
I gotta pay for my yacht. I mean,
sorry, like a yacht with kids. Like $2 million bonus. I mean, shit's ridiculous. Kids. Yeah, nah, fuck y'all, man. Hey, you gotta be a damn fool to get in this devil, man. Yeah, what Scripture say, he that lendeth to the rich shall become poor himself. That's it. Yeah. All right, in the book of Proverbs. So Esau, everything you doing is gonna backfire, man.
Yeah, so he can go and enjoy his luxury speed right over a drown tank.
Right.
Go fishing and take his children tubing.
Or go to do some pedo shit on a private island.
Oh, that too, right? Exactly. He can speedily speed to the private island so he can do some pedo shit.
Yes, sir. That's what the fuck they do, man. And the Lord seeing all that, and He saw all your wickedness is being unearthed and broadcast abroad, man, to the whole world. That's how we know your end is at the end. But I was gonna get the scripture, man, because like I was saying, man, if the covering of the Lord ain't on you, like the brother's been saying, you out of there. It don't matter where you at. They're trying to push people out the city to go to the suburbs. But when you go to the suburbs, death gonna be right there too. That's it. It's gonna be everywhere. Everywhere.
No, but you know,
on every side.
That's the trap, because what's happening is all this gentrification. Yep. Like I was just listening, having a conversation with my wife, and she was talking about all the taxes that's going up in all the Hispanic neighborhoods. All right, and how they're really getting killed with taxes right now. The taxes keep going up, and I said, well, that's just because they want to push them out. They want to get them out. They want to move them out, and so and that's what Esau does. But see, the trick bag is all these people that did that white flight in the 70s. Because all that happened in the early 70s, and all the white families moved out to the burbs, right? And now the people that died and still have properties and shit like that, their children, they grew up doing, their children from the 90s and on up, they done grew up, they kicking it with Jay. They listening to trap music and shit, and they're moving back into the cities now. But the Lord is bringing them right to the slaughter, man.
That's it. Right. That's it. Perfect.
Let me take the gloves off first.
You have Jake and Issachar, like the little community that I'm in. One little side street, you have nothing but Edomites. Nice houses.
That's like in my neighborhood. My neighborhood is probably about 80% Issachar. Probably about 5% Jew. And the rest is speckled. And the rest, right? Exactly. And they gonna get caught up in that time.
Now it's funny because where I work at now, I can see. I was just talking to Brother Murph. You got majority Polish, you got Issachar, and then you got a speckle of Elamites over there. You know what I'm saying? And you can go back, if you go back 40, 50 years ago, it was majority of Polish. See, but Jake been creeping in, Elam been creeping in, and now what they don't know, it's a hodgepodge of cultural bullshit that's gonna happen when she ain't a fucking fan. And at first it's gonna be on racial lines. And then outside the racial lines, it's gonna be on survival lines. And when survival lines come in, they gonna be throwing the race car right out the window because it's gonna be like, look, I'm trying to. Matter of fact, I'm in the suburbs, but then you still see the one Jake Issachar with the spray tatted in the goddamn garage, and they painted over it. You can see the discoloration of shit. You got Jake intermingling with everybody in the house. Over here in the Gold Coast of the South Loop.
It's more Jake than the Gold Coast.
Come on, bro. Come on. And the Lord said, when He said He's going to have us at the neck of the soul, the most high than blood. Right? Jake is everywhere, man. And I'm talking about speckled bird on top of clear-cut Jake. And some of them speckled bird Jakes, they're right there cluing Esau Edom. But then when the Spirit puts that line in the sand, they're going to be the same motherfuckers. The chaos that's about to go down is going to be astronomical.
And we're looking forward to it.
That's right.
And we're looking forward to it. I pray the Lord bring this place down immediately every day.
That's right.
All right? And every day, it ain't where I want it to be. All right? But the Lord shows me every day that it's getting closer and closer. This little game is not going to last that much longer. All right, because this place can't last that much longer. Like I said, they launched that digital currency on the 13th, right? But and they're gonna move fast with this thing. So Yahweh Ratazah, 2023 at latest 2024, man. We could be out of here. That's how bad it's gonna. The persecution, all that's gonna happen quick, man. That's all that's gonna happen quick, man. And if you think that these nations, the way they're posturing for war around the world, down in South America, in the Gulf, over in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, all right, in Europe, the way they're posturing for war and battle, if you think that that this, for lack of a better word, this Mexican standoff is not going to go down, man. It's going to be that one clown that lose his footing and pull a trigger. You know, right? Because everybody, you know, shit. Right. It's going to be that one clown. Exactly. Yeah, that's in the Lord of the Rings. Yep. That one dude loosed the arrow, and the one dude got hit and went down. And that was it. It was an orc.
And they looked at him and looked up and said,
"Oh, these niggas have kicked it off. It's home, right?
Get your hand out of my body,
right?" And it's gonna go, man.
And the elites, the World Economic Forum, they came out with some shit called Agenda 2030, which is basically that Great Reset, that New World Order completed. So, like the scriptures say, when he's about to fill his belly, the Lord shall
right. So if you think so, and that was another thing. I mean, you notice right after the jump shot, the Georgia Guidestones got blown up. That was and what was the major thing on the bring the Earth reduction down to 500 million? Look, with the amount of people that keep suddenly unaliving, all right? Unalive. All these people who are suddenly unalived, all right? That's going to continue. So they got that going, and whatever other plagues that come down the road, and the ones the Lord really going to save, even the ones that Esau created, the Lord still saved.
That's it. But how are you going to know the Earth is at that number if they're not being planted?
So all this thing's going to, so that being the point, if it's set for 2030, that means they got to do shit now. Right. They got to do shit now to prepare for it. So it's about to happen. And you also got Ezekiel 37 on the table. That's right. The Great Awakening. You know, which it wasn't just like boom overnight. It's always the prophets woke up first. Great Awakening was the prophets waking up, and now the prophets have been out here doing what the Lord ordered them to, right. And now the masses, now the tribes and the scattered are waking up. That, and so we here, man.
Right.
We here.
That's it. Right. And the Lord said when he come, he said
Habakkuk 2.
Right. He said when the Lord comes, he said it will be they'll still be giving it over in marriage. Yep. They'll still be working. The semblance of life will still be going on. See, and
you
that's
still
all
got idiots planning marriage.
I see
IUIC
about that.
IUIC every time. What the fuck wrong with IUIC? Do IUIC, they not watching the red pill?
They like, yeah, we're a love group.
Across America, people are not getting married anymore, man. Come on. You know, men are opting out of marriage now. Right? And they are. Men in a Western society are opting out of marriage now, man. Exactly. Even the European men. Exactly. Because you had women in Sweden. You had women in Sweden mad that the Swedish men were bringing in women from Asia to marry. Exactly. So you had Swedish men. They weren't trying to marry them tall blonde bitches over there. They didn't want a broad who'd been ran through already. They going to Thailand, they going to Cambodia, they going to Vietnam, they going to exactly. A lot of them are married Indian women, man. They want the sand. Right. They want the sand. They want the sand and the rice, man. Right. And you know what? I ain't mad at it. Right. Because you know I done tasted those dishes and they were quite delightful.
That's up.
And they love us. By the way, that's why they hate. That's why the men hate us.
Yeah, they all got that penis in them, which goes back to us being chosen by the Lord, man. That goes back to the blessing that Jacob got. And he said he's a beautiful man. He said he was a plain man. When you go into that plain, I mean, beautiful, lacking nothing in physical perfection.
That too.
They know that, man.
Also, what's even more important is that, you know, she succeeded. That's right. She succeeded in holy seed. That's right.
Bring it up.
That being the difference, man.
That's right.
See, because you other nations, your seed ain't holy.
That's right.
Right.
Sorry.
No, and you can't do it with it.
Right? You know, your seed ain't holy, man. We got that holy seed. So
Bring it
you're
out.
right, it is penis in it.
Penis in it,
Right? We got that holy seed and they don't.
Right.
Right? Bring it out, brother. Pop that shot.
This book of Habakkuk 2 and 3. It says, for the vision is yet for the appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Yeah, these promises not no longer tarry. What's the scripture that basically say? You know, what is this promise of Israel? These promises come to pass, and the Lord is showing our people that, you know, but our people study different kind of things. Our people study different kind of things.
And we know it's over, man. Gad. Come on. You got Gadites, you know, that, man,
Call all Yahweh about some y'all outside.
People waiting on the most, man.
Right.
Was Gadite, man.
Yeah,
I done fell in love with the Sue grandma. She on point, man. Telling them stories about her that her father told and her grandfather. You know, this is beautiful, man.
That's it.
You know, so hey, Gad is starting to, you know, make moves, man.
Right. And it's funny you say that because when Apostle Khan was here, you know, a couple weeks ago, he went to a couple of powwows, and I was trying to get to him, but I was working. But the brothers that went, and they were just saying how the elders of the Gadites were gravitating to him. You know what I'm saying? Jake, and then I just saw a video earlier on Gad going in back in the day to one of them, like, not Oprah, but one of them type of shows, whatever, and breaking down accounts for the original, you know, people who was over here talking about their brown skin and these mahogany, you know, Gadites, so-called Native American Indians. Gad is suffering. I used to live in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, man, and they got a casino community out there. They put these Gadites on a little reservation, sit there and give them a little fucking handout.
Cheap liquor too.
It's the same scriptures going to this day where all they doing is giving them a handout and they go to the liquor store and drink it up and they sorrowful and miserable.
That's why the scriptures say grope. That's one of the curses. Deuteronomy 28 chapter said groping at the noonday.
Yeah.
Or when it's at the day, you wish it was night.
You know what? This is what happens, man. And you know, what happens is you as a people, just like you as a man, you get old, and you still have this mighty spirit, but your body's not able to do what you used to do. And you know, and I know what that feels like. You know, like when you know that video when Mike Tyson was in tears. You know, calling himself, he felt like a bitch because you know his spirit is still the spirit of a lion, but his body don't match his spirit anymore. I know what that's like, man. I understand it. I truly understand it. So on another spiritual level, Gad, we're talking about one of the warrior tribes, man. When you read about them, the things that Esau wrote down about them when he came here, that they would do, running and catching horses and jumping on them and shit. Who the fuck, right? You know, the shit that they were doing, man. That these men sported, you know, the men that were hunting Geronimo for 20 years, they was like, man, I know I shot this guy.
And they did.
You know, and you know that
his skin was so tough.
They had to sell out trackers.
Wow.
Trying to track them. And this dude would walk across snow and leave no tracks, man. God. What the fuck? How this dude, the trackers couldn't even track him. You know, Gab was like,
he knew, hey, and he knew.
Fuck.
He told
them. Hey, there's a series right now. That, matter of fact, it's an order. Everybody needs to watch it. It's called The Englishman. Oh yeah. The English. It's raw as fuck. Netflix. I think it's on Hulu. And it's and then Emily Blunt directed it and acted it. She was, and so it's her and it's Gadite dude, and how they end up clicking together. They have fate just brings them together. And he used to be a sellout ass tracker. It's called The English. And he was a sellout tracker, tracking his own people because it comes on with him.
this chief gets his head blown off. And they only found the chief because of him. All right? And so after that, you know, he was fucked up. Because his chief had evaded them for like 12 years or something. And his chief was basically fucking him up. And then jetting out on him. So the chief still had men that was loyal to him. He was one of them guys who never surrendered to their bullshit. Like, fuck you, you and your laws, this is my land. And and they were mad because every time they tried to get this chief, he would fuck up their soldiers. All right? You know, and I ain't gonna say nothing else.
Hey, on that movie.
You must need to watch that. Because Gad was a mighty ass tribe, man.
Yeah. And that's one of the last prophecies to come back. The Lord said Gad is going to raise up. All right? So go ahead, say it. So Gad and truth shall overcome. He shall overcome at the last. Bring it up! Damn. So the more Gadites that wake up, show us that how close we are to knocking on your home by outside the door.
Hey, when Gad put that bottle down, Esau, you in trouble.
Yeah.
You are fucked.
Yeah. When he got there, he started making bowls.
Doing some push-ups and shit.
He put down that beast like. Hey, look, it showed you on that movie. Going back to what the elder was saying, how Geronimo was cold, and they was like, you know, I know how to stop this nigga and shit, right? On the end of the movie, when they chained up and the trapper moved with him, that actually caught him, because Esau jacked his stupid ass up too. But selling out, but. And
no, they called them forward with their rifles, disarmed them, and then kicked them out the military. And after they got kicked out, they got put on the same prison train to go to the same reservation in Florida with them. Right? And the one dude said, the one guy I said, I will hate you forever. Yeah. You know, he said you was one of them. Yeah. The same thing the chief's wife said, and the Gad used a lot of sign language.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware of that, but Gad used a lot of sign language. All right, they can talk just looking at each other with their hands and shit. All right, even if they didn't speak, they would just try. They could talk with hand signals, man. That series is deep as hell, man. And basically, she told him, man, you ain't shit. But you know what? She ended up, him and that same chief wife. I'll tell you this much: they end up going to war again together against. Hey, you got to see this shit. Yeah. You got to see it, man. And the chief had a son, so he lived on anyway.
Bring it up.
Bring out that last one. You got a scripture, brother? Bring it out.
Yeah. He was bring out the Matthew 24. But I was gonna say the Geronimo, he never fought at that dude because he said, well, he fought at him, but he said. It don't work. He said the high God has sent the white eye against us. So you couldn't. He said the Lord set this up. He said that right in that movie. He said the high God sent the white eye against us.
And you know what?
Nothing to nobody. Like that's how cold I am, man. The Lord had to be dealing with you to get me, nigga.
That's it. But you know what? That's
and he was old.
Right.
He fought them and beat them and he beat them for 2 years.
That's beautiful.
So he was perfect enemy number one. Right, they had already got co-chiefs. So the only one left was and that's why every nigga in the hood wanna be co-chiefs now. Right? But Geronimo, he was the last old chief. Right? Sid Bull was gone.
They was real.
Hey, they names still ring and talked about to this day, man. They weren't even written in the scriptures. And people still talking about Sid Bull, Geronimo, and co-chiefs, man.
Now, granted, they probably was some of those men in the scriptures by name they ain't written, but King David had a lot of Gadites. You know, and these guys coming back, man. Mighty good. Yeah, that's right.
You know.
And Manassites.
Look up your history. Look up your history and learn about John Horse, man.
Yeah.
All right. John Horse was fucking Esau up. All right. You got to remember, man. Reuben, 3,000 Reubenites went up against 30,000 White Eye. Doing business. And they brought their numbers down to 3,002. Damn. So what does that tell you? 3,000 men go up against 30,000 men. And by the time the fight's over, it's 3,000 of us and 3,000 of them.
So
When the Spaniards...
It's like I was reading this earlier today, 1 Chronicles 12 and 8. And the Gadites that separated themselves into David, into the whole, to the wilderness, men of might, men of war, fit for the battle. That's not right. That could handle shield and buckler, whose faces were like the faces of lions, and were as swift as the rolls upon the mountains.
That's right.
Matter of fact, that's what made me do it to it, because the brother had put Ronald's face up, and when the brother had put that scripture, and that's what made me go into it. And the Lord is bringing all the tribes, those two sticks right here now. Right? It look like he probably got over there right now.
That nigga over there sitting with that.
Hey, the Reubenites.
With his ass over here, he gonna be spitting with Murph. He in his house.
You know, when our spirits draw them demons out too.
Yeah, the demons, they follow the prophets. That's what the demons say. Paul, I know, and Yahweh Shai, I know. And false prophet try to look. This is how this don't happen at other camps, man. They come here, bug out. A lady come take a shit in front of the camp, man. This is how you know that we the prophets, man. And I'm saying that with confidence. Demons don't go fucking with nobody, man.
Cherry showed up. You know, IURC.
Yeah, Cherries.
Them 1,000-man marches. Ain't no Cherry showed up over there.
Hell no.
All right.
Don't break into empty houses.
Okay. Hey, look.
Yeah, he said it. Hey, Brother Joe said it.
Thieves don't break into empty houses, brother.
Yeah, it is.
That's right.
That's right, because he's looking for that house that's been swept and garnished, and been swept and so forth. That's what they're looking for. If you don't have polluted and fucked up and moldy and grody, they don't need you. They're looking for. That's what the demons want. The demons want the righteous man. The scripture says Satan desires to sift you as a wheat, man. So guess what, Satan? I want him back. And then demons like, I want him back.
Yeah.
I want. He used to fuck with me. I want him.
Right.
Yeah, they got you other niggas.
Right. Yeah,
Exactly. Y'all already got it.
Satan's job is to try to pull you. Right. Satan's job is to try to pull you back into the world. Man. All right. You know, take that spirit off. Go ahead.
This is Matthew 24. I'm going to start at verse 35. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. But of the day and hour knoweth no man.
I gotta go to the bathroom, bro.
No, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall all the coming of the Son of Man be.
There it is, man. So we look forward to that day. So with that, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory
Until Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rukakwadash. Abba.
Ain't got no iPhone, nigga.
All right, close it.
What the heck, boy?